spot, and you know I'm steady blazing.
Everybody sleep, man.
Libra, tell me lies, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. What on earth is this going around, or someone sleeping around, or getting around, or getting the rounds in? You could be dealing with a Pisces, maybe in a 3. All right, Libra, it's very early in the morning. We're gonna do your channeled messages for July. Sorry, not July. Lie. I keep saying here July, lie. But shall I lie or shall I not lie? Like Chinese whispers. And it might have started in July, this. I don't know, it might have started in July. But anyway, I keep hearing lie, okay, or anything beginning with L. But February 2021. But I keep hearing like chimes, or I don't know, like a bell, Bella of the ball, or a bell. But like chimes, like I don't know, China. Something to do with China. It's been coming up for ages, man, and I can't get away from these messages because they just keep coming in. It's like, well, I can't get away from it because they just keep coming in and they just keep coming in. It's like it's constant, keep coming in and out and in and out. You're dealing with a Cancerian, Gemini, well, definite air signs, I would say, Libra. Definite Leo, big Leo energies here again. So it's kind of like, look, shall I lie or shall I tell the truth? But it's like, shall I lie? Shall I show him my eye or shall I not show him my eye? Shall I show him my hand or shall I not show him my hand? And it's kind of like this magician magic trick card reader or something of like, well, I don't know whether I'm lying or telling the truth. And it's like, well, if I can't do it, then I might as well just make this shit up. Because, I mean, what is it about this tarot reading thing that you guys keep having come up? And I've got no idea. I mean, if you tarot readers, don't fly off the handle. But like, it just keeps saying like, I'm lying to myself, I'm lying to them, I'm lying around, I'm sleeping around, or I want to get around in, like I want to come back around, like your past keeps coming back to bite you in the arse of a big snapper. So you've got like a fish here, or like a huge shark, like well, a shark here is like a fucking dodgy dealer, like a shark, like a shark tank. I mean, unless you actually did it. What is it with all these Pisces that keep getting around? Because they keep coming up about all these fish, like a school of fish, or like listen, whatever you want to see, Libra, you're a 2. Whatever you want to do, you don't want to go to round 3, because when you go to round 3, that's when you go to school, right? That's when you go to karmic school. Now, that's not with new people, that's with old people. When you've done this backwards and forwards for ages with 2, and there is no more peace, man, right? When there's no more peace, when you go to 3, that's where you go to school. That's where a Pisces will teach you a lesson, or you'll teach them one. But it might be around a school, and it might mean a business that's involving children and kids, because it's like, like we are here and we are Libra, but if I go again, then here we go again. Like, yeah, they go again. It's like, oh, here we go again, man. It's another contract of the same bullshit. You could be dealing with a Taurus or an ex or a husband or something like that. And I've got no idea. It's because I keep picking up this thing chasing its tail. And that's why you've got Pisces involved, and that's why you've also got Libra, another Libra, or like Leo. Now, if you've not met this channel before, obviously these messages are from anywhere. I just channel the Akashic Records, that's all, just contract of Akashic Records, right? So you have to put these together of who on earth that is. But don't go and start an argument with someone that you think, well, that's not really that person I'm having an argument with. It's going to be in your energy of other people, you, business, bad policy again. But no news is good news. It's always bad news. It's like everything is always bad. It's just like Michael Jackson, or like something around a Michael, or like, what do I do about Jackson or Jackie, or like it's the Jackie that keeps going around spreading rumours or lies. That will be that one. But it's like this. Okay, what you've got here, instead of going on about this bad policy type thing again, you've kind of got this person that is a narcissist, right, in your energy somewhere, right? And they kind of like, they get second-hand information because a narcissist deals out of a secondary emotion. So they deal off second-hand information, which means that they feed people lies, right? So they deal off information, they go through something here as a two, like me and you are going through something, a court case, court battle, all that I pick up a lot of you are going through. But basically you're arguing with the person here, right? This person here thinks, you know what, I've learned, you're not dealing out of emotions, you're really just dealing with facts, and are facts really true or are they not, right? So it's like, well, I only deal with facts, that's it, I just deal with those. Yeah, well, I deal with more of people with a figure, or like, is an itemised figure, or something, or anything like that, right? So, these two are arguing. The narcissist then has an argument, say, with a family member or something like that, right? And you try to go your separate ways. This person here could be a mother or a person or a mole or someone of like that's implanted themselves into a business, and then they go back and they tell telltale tits, which is lies to other people, right? So they trick and they fool people into a false sense of security. So this person could get on the blower to someone and they're like, yeah, no, it's my daughter, it's my son, it's my ex, or yeah, no, my ex is, and tries to make people believe that it's the other person's fault. Say like you got someone like me, right, an innocent party, but say like an innocent party of a third party, or an innocent party, right, and I'm going through something, and I'm having an argument with someone, right, and say it's a family member or something. They go off and they ring their friends, right, and they tell these people, yeah, it's that person's fault, and they blame. It's what you see, they don't deal out of emotion. They take things very personally, and because they take it very personal and very personally, they then externally blame other people and get them to believe that it's this person. And that's where you've got gaslighting, narcissism, control. It's because you've got somebody, like I said, if you're dealing with family and things like that, it's very difficult, especially with like exes with kids and children, right? Because you've got someone that sets things up, they have an argument, they go off and they spread rumours and lies to other people that make this person look bad and say, no, have you heard? Listen, it's really, you know, it's that person. Oh, yeah, no, you know what? They're not really cutting the mustard. They don't do anything. Oh, and you know what? I hate it when they do all these kind of things. And, oh, they keep saying this and they keep, yeah, like, you know, and this person's here is kind of like splurting all of this crap out to other people. And all these other people are like, really? Oh, well, I didn't really know that. And then it's kind of like, but this is someone that you're living with, right? Living with. Because, or Olivia, Faith Livia, or Liv, or Livy, or beginning with L. I don't know. But, or LL Cool J. But, or Jason, or John, Jason, John. If these are your names, don't worry, it could be happening to you, okay? But like, I keep picking up, like, this person goes off, right? Cancerian, right? They go off, they're involved, right? They go off, you go off. You have an argument and it all goes off and you're like, oh my God, this is all going off. And so why is all this so hectic? It's because you've got a fucking mole. It's because you've got a narcissist that is implanted into a company, or someone that's like, say you work for a company. They go back and they tell the boss and they say, listen, have you heard about this person, that person, that person, that person, that person? And then slowly they start to cause hysteria. They make people feel hysterical. Because then the boss is kind of like, hold on a minute, like, well, who do I believe then? It's kind of like, well, you're telling me that these people are all doing that. And it's kind of like, yeah, but I work for the boss. And I go back and tell them everything that's going on because I have a management role. Or like, I have a leadership role, or my name's Lee, or I'm a Leo, or something, and I have a leadership role. And I basically, I mean, what are all these things about bread and, I mean, what is it? Like, make peace and make war is something to do with another two, maybe, another Libra. But it's kind of like, look, do you want to make peace? Do you want to make love? Do you want to make it? And you're like, no, I don't want to make it. It's like, no, bro, that's fake. Like, you're faking orgasms, you're faking it, or you're just, like, making things that are fake and they're not real. I mean, you had this before, didn't you? What, I mean, what is this stuff that's being made that isn't real? It's all just fake. It's all just made up, made up love songs. Made up love songs. That is by also, man. Oh, man, I don't know. A dragon. You're right, dragons. There's quite a few dragons. Goddess, dragon, girl, and dragon. Dragons everywhere. There's like dragons, Dungeons and Dragons. But like, I I'm hearing though that sorry, it is an artist, and it's bird references, and I've said it before. Train to Brazil was one of their songs. Train to Brazil, I think it was, or something like that. But that's a horror film, right? No, anyway, let's get off that. Yeah, so I'm hearing though that there's this kind of like this energy of like people got no idea that it's going on. Like it's kind of like, well, what's going on? But it's like, what in the fuck is going on, Libra, to be honest? Because, man, it's all to do with business again. It's like, well, business is pleasure and pleasure is business, and all I really deal with is business. So it's kind of like business, 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 business. It's none of your business, it's our business. And is it our business or is it your business? And this business is just like bad business, bad policy, bad... Why on earth? Is it to do with a Michael? Or like someone that, I mean, it's like a Michael that I know that used to work for a Libra that I used to work for, right? It's probably watching this maybe. And goes off and spreads rumours and lies to people. And like, listen, I've been hearing Seven Tarot say all of this, or I've been hearing all of this third-hand info, and I'm going to go back and I've kind of put the pieces together and then I'm going to go back and report it to other people. Or like, I've been hearing all of this stuff and I'm sitting in front of people telling them that, man, I don't know. I mean, like I said before, if this involves me, I'm a conduit. Spirit conduit. I just get it, can't get away from it. I write it, and then I say it. So y'all blame whoever you want. Because you have got, like, the biggest blame game going on. Like, shame, or shame, I know your name. It's like, well, I know your name, and I've got your number. So, I mean, somebody's got someone's number, maybe, and they're like, well, I've got your number, and I can use you whenever I want. So, I don't know what that's for, because is there prostitution here or something? Because I keep picking up prostitution ring. Like 7? Or like 7 days, or a Cancerian involved? Because that would also be a 7. But like, they're involved, and it's like a driving company, or like bad policy, or like bad polyps. Polyps in the nose? Well, that's me. I've got to do that. I've got to go to the hospital today, Libra. I've got to drive. I've got to drive to the city. I've got to drive to Cambridge. Yeah, I've got to drive there. I've got to get the train, which is not the train, which is the bus, park and ride, and then go into the city for 2 minutes and then come away. Yeah, enough about my business. But again, why can I not get off this business? Like, it's like lies being spread, or like things that really are going on about a business, but no one can really figure it out because they don't know, because it isn't being told. Which is what I'm saying. There are Matthews, Scott, or anything to do with S, but Scott Matthews, which is Something to Be Told. There's a great song, man, great song. Story to be told. There's a story to be told. But again, story time with, goddamn, it's kind of like, it's story time. And, man, these don't make any sense, Libra. I feel like everybody's getting bored when we trying to figure out your own shit. Like, I mean, surely this isn't a relationship, right? This really isn't a relationship. Are you seriously in a relationship with this person? Surely not. If not, then this has got to be a divorcee, or a divorcee, or a divorced Stephen. Because I keep hearing Stephen, like Stephen. Well, that might be the Stephen that works for the Libra I told you all about. No, I'm not spreading lies, but y'all must be on here. It's a Capricorn. Stephen. So, Al, Steve. So, again, you got Rails or something. Got no idea. I'll go back, say whatever you want if you're watching. I don't give a shit. This is my channel. I just speak the truth. Even though some people can't. So you've got like, well, I know this person speaks the truth, and I know these people don't speak the truth, and I'd rather go towards someone that actually speaks. You say, well, you deaf or dumb or stupid? Because you ain't saying anything. It's like, no, I'm just going to keep quiet about it and keep doing it. So you got a button pusher. I mean, Steve, come on, bruv. If you're still with that Pisces person, y'all need to get rid of that, because that is a 100% narcissist, you know. Sorry, I got to get rid of that notification. I mean, fuck, I'm so sick to death of all this, keep being in my head and hearing it and thinking, man, I know who these people are. But, I mean, God, some people, they love to keep playing out the same cycle and not realise they're being controlled. And Jesus Christ, being controlled by the heart of the sun. I mean, it might be your son, who knows? Or you're doing it to your son, or whoa, what? Or you're doing it to your son? Well, Leo, you're doing it to the Leo. Don't get lost with these Libra, because, you know, you could have a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Your other person could have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. The other people that you're involved could have a Libra in their placement. Don't get lost with it, right? But, like, well, Virgo. So you're like, listen, Virgo, don't get lost. Don't get things, like delayed. So you got Pisces here as well. So you're like, don't get delayed, or is it undelayed? It's like that. I'm getting laid, whichever way it is. I'm going to get laid. So never mind. So you kind of got someone that's getting laid, whatever it is, because they're laying themselves open. They're open for being laid. This person is like, well, they're looking for getting laid. So, or laid off. You see, is this laid off? Or getting laid? Like, you just need to get laid. Well, I mean, everybody's on that timeline, ain't they? Surely, you know. But like, I just need to get laid, or like, I just need to get Elijah. Is that you? Are you involved in all of this? But like, I just need to get something. Like, I just keep trying to find this itch again. Like, I'm trying to get this like thing, like Stephen King. Like, I'm just trying to get this thing. Like, I'm just trying to get something, to do something, and I can't, because it's like somebody's like stuck, like physically, like in an 8 of Swords, Piscean energy, and they're like, man, my arms are tied behind my back. You're definitely dealing with the Pisces as well. Man, I'm getting sick to death of these Pisces, keep coming up in these readings. But like, I'm like stuck, like I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place, and I can't move away. I can't move forward. I can't get away from the kids. I can't get away from work. I can't get out the marriage that I'm in. I can't get out the contract that I'm in. I can't get away from it, because you've got kids here, or school, or like, I just can't get away. It's like, I can't even get away with it. Like, it's like, how can I do what I want to do in private and I can't get away from it? I mean, a lot of you are like dying to have an itch, man, and you like, man, I can't even get this, like, I can't even have a moment's peace to get away from anybody, because there's so much fucking chaos going on that it don't leave me 5 minutes to be able to do what I want, which is get one of your things met, right? So you kind of like, it's kind of like this, I need some free time to be able to go in the bog, to go in the toilet, or to lock the door, get away from the kids, get away from work, so I can at least sort myself out in some way. Because you've got this, like, I need to sort myself out and I really need to, like, do something. But I can't, because there are things in my life that keep stopping me from physically doing it. So that's love kind of connection of someone that's possibly married. Or, like, I just need to be able to talk to you. Or I just can't talk to you, but I really want to. Or I just really want to do something for you, but I can't do that for you. And I can't do that for you because you're my past. But I can do it for my future, but you keep holding me back. Or work keeps holding me back. And every time I try to get away from work, they just keep calling me back in. And I don't have any free time. And it's like this person's really trying to find some free time to at least knock one out or something, right? And they're like, well, listen, I'm trying to find some free time just to knock one out, and that's all I really want to do. So you've kind of got that, like, I need to try and, like, where I can speak to this person or at least see them, or something like that, where I've got to have some time, because that's all they keep saying. I need a little time to work it out. But these are contracts. There's also, like, you know, like I said about people that own their own company, and people that own their own business, like me for instance. When you log yourself into a contract of like a Patron, right? If you're a mother and you do these kind of things, or you've got another job, it's very difficult to keep up with a contract that you can set for like Patron. It's because me, I have to make sure that I try to stick by my obligation. So I have tier 1, which means that is a monthly reading, and that's pretty much all you get. That's why that's really cheap, okay? And they last for about an hour, roughly. But then I have a tier 2, which logs people in to say that you're going to get a bi-weekly, you're going to get a monthly as well, and you're going to get, and like 3 or 4 or a bonus or something, and you have to stick by your obligation. And it's kind of like, it doesn't have to be Patron and things, but it's kind of like I have an obligation of a contract that I'm in, and I have to keep doing it. Like, I have to keep doing it because now I've promised, or I've like, I really want to do it, or like, I want to do it but I don't want to do it kind of energy, man. Y'all confuse me, Libra. I mean, honestly, you do, you know. So it's like, it's kind of like these contracts at work that you're all logged into, and it's all being logged. This evidence or something, it's all being logged. There's someone that's taking all of these logs and notes down or something. I don't know what that relates to, whether that's a good energy or a bad energy of taking notes. But like, taking notice of people is very good if it's good energy, but stealing and things like that is really not, because I don't know if this is someone that takes notes and then goes back and feeds it back to others. Because you've got I picked up, this is a message for you, this kicked off, which was Charlotte or Charlotte's Web, right? Now, roll dial, right? Ronald McDonald or Raya, but like, or the funeral pyre, so you're dealing with like Scorpio energy as well somewhere. But it's kind of like Charlotte's Web. Now through that, it's like a web of lies, but it's on the web. It's on the World Wide Web, and a web of lies is what I keep picking up. Like, something is on the web. Billy Webb? Billy Webb? Or... It used to be my it used to be my nickname was Billy Webb. Who knows? Is it involving me? It's kind of like man, because this is where it confuses me, because I don't know some people in my life, their actual placements. Like, there's people in my life I've got no idea what their full placements are. But what you're dealing with is like soul group energies of like contracts of the world and judgment, right? And you're dealing with all these contracts that are coming up around work, and they're all being written up, and they're like, okay, this is your rota, this is your like monthly, or this is your monthly reading or something, or like this is your this is your life by Michael Aspel. That came up for another one, but we'll get onto that. But like, this is your contract, this is your rota. We've drawn this up for you. If you want to sign on the dotted line, this is your contract, but you've got to make sure that you stay with us for a whole year. Right? You got to make sure that you stay for us for a whole year. And then what we'll probably do is something like, I don't know, like offer you a certain amount of money, right? We'll offer you a certain amount of money, but we'll keep some of that back, and then we'll pay you through the school holidays and whatnot. I mean, if you work for taxi companies, be very careful, right? Just saying. But like, where people hold money back, or they hold information back, they don't let you know. And they kind of say, look, no, it's very good. We just need you to sign a contract for a whole year, and we need you to do it. But, because if you work for schools, right, or you work anywhere of an environment of school and children, because you've got it here because you're being schooled by a Pisces, or you're being lied to by a Pisces, or it's about Pisces. Trust me, in that company, there's a Pisces there that's a mole, so don't worry about it. But, and it could even be that, because, man, I've dealt with that person time and time again, and they go back and they do the same thing. And it is energy I'm picking up there, I'm sorry, but it is. That goes back and tells people lies, tells the boss lies, manipulates the fucking situation by being a narcissist. But anyway, involved in the company itself, but still spreading rumours, still spreading lies, narcissists never change, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. But you've kind of got this, okay, what we'll do is then we'll set you up on a contract for a whole year. Well done, there you go. Here's your job, it's great. And we'll pay you this amount of money, but because you work as a contract and we work for schools, you obviously have the 6 weeks holidays off. You have God knows what else time off, the Christmas, New Year's, and you have so on and so off when the school's shut. We'll keep the money back from you, and then during those times we'll pay you, because we're going to keep it back and then just pay you. We pay you over 32 weeks or whatever of the year, but then that's your contract. So you basically know that you've got an income each month or each week or each month that you get a contract, right? But they hold money back. Well, they swindle that. They lie about it. So they hold it back, And then people that might work for a company and think, well, you know what, I really want a job and I'm not great with money and I'm not really great with facts and figures, so I'll just leave it up to you because you're my boss and I'll just like trust you. So you've got this energy of like, you know what, I do trust you and so on and so forth. And then this boss is kind of like, okay, yeah, but you don't really know what we do. It's because we work it all around like this huge company and we actually get lost with the facts and figures ourselves and numbers. Because we've got so many people that we might actually forget to actually pay you. And, you know, we might actually be charging you way too much tax, but, you know, but we're, because our tax bills or a taxi company or Cancerian, because everything is so high and our bills are so high and everything else is what you had before. And I get high all the time, so someone in the company is getting high all the time. Who knows? Might be your son. But, right, so you've kind of got this like, you know, I get high all the time. This person's getting high, like it's getting everything. This person's got everything. It is. It's like, well, I'm getting everything. I'm getting high. I'm getting. It's kind of like someone that has that much money that they drive around in a Volvo or like a fucking Beamer or something, and they got like drugs and they got like, man, I'm cushy. I've got everything I want. I've got the business. I've got the company. I've got bad company, but fuck it, I don't care. I've got everything I want anyway. So I don't know. You've kind of got those kind of energies, right? Now, it's kind of like this, what they keep saying is like, what was I talking about, man? What were they saying? What were you saying, Spirit? Company. It just keeps saying company, 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 a company. Like my accomplishment. Like I'm accomplishing something, but it's bad company. It's the company that you keep. It's the what? The world? What? It's the company that you keep. It's the people around you that you keep. So Andrew, the name Andrew, but like it's the person around you, Andrew. It's the person you work with, Andrew. But like it's the people that you work for, Andrew. Have you got it yet, Andrew? But like, or Andrea? But like, have you not got it yet? Have you not figured it out? But like, it's the people around you, right? So, or Jewish, or someone that's Jewish and they're around you. Or unless your name's Julian, or Jew, or something, or Juju, or some voodoo Juju. Fuck knows. I don't care. Get away from my channel. But like, you've kind of got this, like, you can't figure it out because these people are lying out their back teeth. They are blatantly lying out their back teeth. This is either like a bank or like money, and it's involving a business and like loads of money. Like, it's involving so much money. That's why it's the company that you work for. Which is the person that you work for. They're just absolutely raking it in, but ripping people off. Why on earth is that? I mean, if you do things legit, then these are really not messages for you. You know, these could be messages of, say, you work for a company and they're ripping you off. But they keep saying that, you know, that's it. During those times, we're going to hold all this money back, and we're going to say that you're getting so much, which means, oh, well, you know, that's all right. I can't really figure that out. I just trust you. Yeah, okay, great, lovely. Okay, and then when it comes to those periods that you're not working, you get paid, but really these people should be paying you more, but they're not. They're actually holding that back. It's a bit like the company of what we said before, like a large company, BT. They have that much money that they can slowly just start to, I don't know, take 4 pence away from everybody. And because they've got so many people, those 4 pences, I mean, that's BT. They're like billion dollar company. We're talking about a phone company here. Like phones for you, or God knows what else, or like, you know, Apple or whatever. But like, you know, we'll slowly start to implement taking a little bit of your money away, and you've got no idea why we have. And we can just literally say, sorry, you just had a little bit of extra tax to pay, or no, sorry, you didn't quite do as many hours today, or something. You're like, well, fuck, hold on a minute. If I'm on a contract and I'm supposed to be paid this amount of hours, then, well, I mean, anybody can watch this one for if you work for a company and you're getting ripped off. But it's like, you know, like, fuck, man. Why? I mean, y'all must be sick to death of me, right? Because, I mean, have you done anything about it from last month? Are you still all buying the same crap? Or, like, are you still, like, I don't know. I've got no idea. But like, because you're all been fed a load of bullshit in the federal police department, or like federal or Cedral or Cedric, or Ricky, Ricardo. Fucking hell, Libra. I mean, is this going to court? Like, is it going to court? Because someone's going to get caught. They are. Eventually, this person's going to get caught out. Whatever it is, they're going, because it's like blind man's buff too, right? Two of Swords, like blind man's buff, like someone's buff ripped, and they're probably using it, working it by their buffness, right? I don't know, but I'm working it all around my buffness. So, buffness. Blind man's buff, like pin a towel on the donkey, a party. Aquarius, like blind man's buff. It's like blind leading the blind, Dumb and Dumber, like fucking Lloyd and God knows what else. Of like Lloyd's chemist, a drug addict. You got that one here. A drug addict, Lloyd's chemist, waiting for my methadone or something. You've kind of got people that pull up outside of a like these people are drug addicts that work for a company that drive. I mean, really. That's what they're saying, that people drive and they stop off at the chemist and they go and get their drugs or whatnot, and then they start driving. Because you've got drinking, driving and drug addiction and the chemist. And you've got someone that loiters or lives around the chemist. That might be you, Roger. I live around the chemist. Like, someone just kind of keeps loitering around the chemist. Fuck, you've got a strange weirdo around, didn't you? I mean, what on earth is this person keep loitering around for? Or Laura, or something. Like loitering. Like soliciting, and loitering, and prostitution. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, who's pimping who out here? Because it feels like a pimp. It's like, well, we just got to go to the chemist to see the pimp. Then we've got to be asked where to go. Or we've got to go and see the boss and be told where to go. And they're just going to like pimp us out to other people and say, well, you go here, you go there, right? You go off there. I mean, is there a prostitution ring here? Or someone going up the wrong hole? Or, well, I don't know. It depends which hole you want it in. But again, someone's spreading themselves thin. I don't know. You got weight issues here as well. Like someone's like getting extortionately thin, you know, because they keep saying things are extortionately high. Like, the rates are high, the bills are high, and because everything is, I want to get high, someone is high on, like, money and, like, I don't give a shit if I'm ripping people off or not. I just want more. That's what they keep saying. And I don't know what that's relating to, guys. I mean, is it around you or not? Is it, you know, are you working for a company like this? Because they keep saying that it's a company. It's an actual company. And you may have like a suspicion, like suspicious minds around Elvis, but you know, what it really should be is leave the building. You know, you're going to have to leave the building. So it kind of like, well, I've got a flat, right? I've got a flat and I don't want to leave my building. Like it's kind of like my bills have to be paid, but these people are not paying enough for you to pay your bills. Or, I mean, is this the government that people are like getting money off? And you see that as unfair by not working. I mean, what? It seems like this fair, unfair, affair, Cancerian, fair, unfair advantage. Like, yo, fuck Libra, yo, confuse the goddamn shit out of me trying to channel for you lot. I mean, please tell me this isn't a stable relationship, or is it a horse stable? Right, and it's to do with horses, because I can see a horse stable, right, and like hay, for some reason, like hay bales, right, or hay, or a horse stable. That's definitely that. Oh my god. Oh man, I need a cigarette. I really do. But like, cigarettes and coffee, you might like that one. Cigarettes and coffee. Apparently somebody told me that Cigarettes and Coffee was actually a song name. I don't know. What's his name? Great blues singer, well, old time singer. Was actually, because Oasis, they actually did cigarettes and alcohol, right? But apparently, was it The Commitments or whatever his name is? Real great artist, singer, old time. Was Cigarettes and Coffee? I didn't know that. I just thought that fit the bill quite well for the song that I made, which was the Jazz Radio. Or something to do with jazzy. I keep hearing jazz, Jasmine, or Jason, Jenny, don't be hasty. But like Jenny, Jason, Jonathan, Joe, loads of JoJos and loads of Go-Go's, which is Cancerian J's. Anybody that begins with J and they're a Cancerian, be careful. But like, I don't know. You've got to be careful around cars, driving, drinking, drugs, a taxi company, a van, Van Helsing, or the Germans. But like, be careful. They keep saying just be careful. But around a company. But this is the one that you're in. It's not the one that you're not in. You should be getting out of it. That's what I'm saying. The bad company or the bad thing that you're in, you should really be getting away from it. Oh, it depends. I mean, don't, for fuck's sake, don't go and just quit your job because Steve said. You know, only if you know that this kind of thing's going on and you're kind of very suspicious. Because I'm really picking up like a lot of lies or a lot of like mum's the word and a lot of nose candy and a lot of, man, again, Paolo Nutini or like candy. God, I mean, what on earth is that? Candies? Or candy, like someone's very candid. And then what's that mean? Sorry, I'm a little bit stupid. Candid. Someone's very candid. Okay. Because this is what I'm hearing. Or from Canada, right? From Canada. I'm not saying that you're very candid if you're from Canada, no. But like, I mean, fuck, I mean, I've got no idea. Libra, I mean, it's up to you guys. But she, that was it, yes, Chinese whispers. There's some of them China. Like China in your hand, or like it just melts in your hand. It's a bit like a Murray mint or something. Or like Bill Murray. I mean, whoa, shit, Bill Murray actually come up on charges, didn't he? Oh, shit. Like, I don't know. Like a quaver, for instance. Like, I said it in another reading. I said you put it in your mouth and it just disintegrates and you're like, fuck, bro, someone is on Subutex. This is a heroin addict that's on Subutex. And you put it under your tongue. I mean, you're from UK. Well, you're all from UK, apparently. But from other places of the country, here we have a drug called Subutex, right? And it's a very good drug, really. It gets people off heroin, and it's like a blocker. It blocks you from being able to use, and it stabilises things. And it's the drug that was up from methadone. So here we have a green liquid that's called methadone, and you can prescribe it for drug addicts and people of heroin. Okay, and then they realise that really gets in your bones and takes a long time. I used to be a counsellor, right? But it takes a long time for you to get it out of your bones and God knows what else, and it can take months to get that out of your system. So then they invented a drug called Subutex, and it's a small tablet, and it's very expensive, to be honest. And they wasn't doing it on the NHS in Britain before, but they do now. Okay, and you basically put it under your tongue and it disintegrates, and then it goes into your system, and it gives you a buzz, sure, but not like a real like buzz. It just kind of like puts you on an even keel, stops you from being ill, and it's very easy to come off. And I'm picking up Subutex or things that are being put under someone's tongue as well. Like biting your tongue, or a retainer, or the name Tina. That's definitely you, the mole. Alright. Not sorry, Tina. If you're on here, not you, Tina. Not you, sweetheart. Tina, I know. Okay. I did know. Just don't want to know. But like retainer, like someone that bites, like needs to bite down on something because they bite their tongue or grind their teeth or something, is also what I'm picking up. Okay. Because I'm picking up on like bite down on something, so I don't know if this is an operation, and it's kind of like, okay, I need you to bite down on here, bite down on it, They just keep saying bite down, bite down, bite down, bite down. Bisexual or something, buy down, by Darren. Darren, you're Darren? Jake, also, I thought so, but Darren. Okay. So I don't know if these are people that work at the company or they're just people that watch, I'm not sure. Okay, but I'm hearing D, Debbie, you're right. D, anything beginning with D, Danielle, Danny. Okay, Danielle Martin, that'll probably be you. My old twin flame. How did you go on with fucking my head up for years? Sorry, it was a Libra. But, yeah, how you doing anyway? You still spying, still watching? But like, I don't know, Danielle Martin, D, Danny, Jason, who knows? Probably Elliot. But, yeah, something to do with like a bad company though. Oh, Juju, Lou, you. Man, you're still working for that person? Lou. And these are all people from my company. You're watching from my Facebook. How you getting on? You alright? I haven't seen you for years. But like, I don't know, man. Like, that might have been the Juju, which is Lulu. I know a Lou. There's a Libra. I haven't seen it for years. Are you watching? How are you? You alright? Steve, how do you know all these things? Don't know, bruv. It was probably the Danielle Martin situation. You remember a long time ago when I said, man, this is my twin flame or whatever, and everybody's thinking, listen, bruv, you are mental. You're walking around like a complete freak. Yeah, look what happened. That's what that is. What everybody didn't really know. Sorry, Libra. But, yeah, well, thank you very much. That's what you helped me out with, right? Well, that's what that person helped me out with anyway. This gift. That's what she gave me. Thank you. Right? Yeah. So, because I don't know what someone's giving someone. Like, because somebody is really giving someone something. Like a pole or a shaft or a picture. Or like Pitchley, man, you're still watching? Pitchley, the Pisces. You're still in that strange business type sort of ring. Whoa! Like, man, do people still do the same thing? I mean, Stephen King, are people still doing the same thing? Well, I'm still doing the same thing. How's hell doing for you? How's Capricorn? Like, how's living in hell? You not realise you do the same thing every day? Get up, eat, sleep, pray, repeat? Why do I keep still doing the same thing? Paying back. I think we went over this before, Libra, where I said a lot of feminine energies pay masculines. You know, you can spend a lot of money on expensive things. Oh, bro, so do I. I mean, come on. Let's not lie, right? But, you know, don't like Stranger Things, right? 3. But like I said, yeah, a good lesson to learn. If you're ever in a drama triangle, right, and you get out of it and you have an argument, you split up and it happens again. You have an argument, you split up, it happens again. You leave something and then you go back. You get a job, you leave, you go back, right? 3. So you leave, you go back, you have a decision. You know, you make a decision, you stick by it, you stick by your word, you make a decision, and then you go back on it. And then you lie, and then you go back on it, and then you do all these kind of like backwards and forwards. If you do that any more than twice and you go back a third time, you go to school. Right? You go to the 3 of Pentacles, you go to the 3 of Swords. You go to the karmic court. If it isn't physical court, it is literally getting caught karmically by getting caught with your pants down. So you basically do things in life, and if you keep going back with exes, or you keep going back to the same old routine and do the same thing with someone that it completely and utterly fails to do, don't worry about everything failing, because it is failing a karmic test of 3, which is retrograde. You get degraded, raided. Someone's getting raided by drugs. Be careful, I told you about that before. Someone's going to get raided. The person that was doing drugs before is doing it again. So they're going to get raided, they're going to get caught, they're going to get found out. Okay, drugs, raid, drugs, bust, poof, kicking in the door, here we go again. Up to their same old tricks, Libra. So, anyway, so like I was saying, if you ever go to a 2 of a decision, if you keep going back to your past, backwards and forwards, because you might have exes here that constantly go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. But if you ever go back into a relationship with a person, or you go back into a contract that just constantly, you know, done you over, and you've learnt, and you think, you know what, I know all this is going on, and then the energy settles down, narcissism, control, okay, you break up, you have an argument, and then you do it again, and you think, fucking hell, this really didn't work out again, right? When you come to step 3, right, even in, because you've got addiction here, so you've got 12 steps, so you've got Pisces here anyway, you've got Aries, Pisces, right? So you've got 12 steps. But, dope. But whenever it is that you go back for a third time, you go to karmic lesson, right? You always go to a karmic lesson when you hit a 3. You have a decision to make about a 3, but from a 2, you have that make that decision. Do I want to go back into this company? Do I want to do it the same way? Are they going to do it the same way? See, you can't control each other. You can only part ways. Okay? If you part ways and you don't never go back, you've learnt your lesson. Okay? Which means that you don't never go back in a 3 with that person. You know, you never go back to court with that person. You never have to fight with that person. You never have to deal with these people, right? If you never go back, rehab, right? But like, if you never go back to black, if you never go back, then, you know, your karma is dealt with. You know, you deal with it yourselves. Libra, Sagittarius, you deal with it yourselves, right? So, lesson. You go to 3, you go back to school. You get schooled by a Pisces energy because you go to 12, right, which is 3, which is the Hangman, which is the Meg Ryan and the Billy Crystal, which is the High Priestess, right? So you always go to 3, never go back a third time. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Once, twice, cry me a river. Fool me once, fool me twice, shame on me, right? That one, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. 3 times a lady, cry me a river, right? So you're dealing with water sign energies, big time, I feel, for a lot of you, right? Don't ever go back for a third round. If you go back for a third round, you get pissed, you get hammered, right? Step 3 in fucking astrology, 3rd house, you go to the 3rd house. Speech, vocabulary, all that kind of stuff, right? Take it as you feel. Is it the truth? Is it lies? Is it, you know, are you speaking the truth? Are you straight up? Are you honest? Or are you lying? You know, what do you speak? You speak in tongues, you speak in riddles, or do you fucking speak at all? Right? Me, I have Aquarius in the 3rd, so I just say it as it is. Straight up. There it is. Right? But, you see, when you go through step 3, it's an accomplishment, right? But if you ever go back, you go back to the start, right? So, you know, look at your patterns of behaviour of also astrology and numbers. I mean, I'm not an astrologer, by no means do I understand astrology, because I'm more of a script writer through 7. It's just a script reader, script reader. I just read from script, transcript, you know, scribing and shit like that. Also tarot cards, obviously, but not through this bit. But contracts. Right, so contracts of where you would then look at a lesson, which would be within judgment, is a medium, is open, you can channel it, right? So you've got where it's open, university. You got, oh fuck, am I trying to give people a tarot card lesson here? Please don't go and buy people's tarot card lessons, especially if they're not 30 or 40 quid per card. Don't go and buy all that rubbish, man. You're better off just reading a book. Or just learning to read the picture, for God's sake. You know, don't go and pay money for someone to teach you how to read a goddamn card, right? Don't do that. It's an absolute waste of time, right? It really is. Because some people can be so desperate to find a job or something that they really want to do, and they go and pay extortionate amount of money to learn. No, bruv, no. Don't do that. You know, it's a rip-off. Because I don't know why I keep picking up on these messages. And it always comes up when it's around your energy, Libra. And it's been coming up for goddamn years. Well, for as long as I've been doing it, I'm sure your channel messages have been talking about Collier, or Colin Day. But like, bad policy, bad company, bad business, bad ethics, bad ethereal. Ethereal? What on earth is that? Ethereal. Oh God, please tell me people I'm on the ethereal realm. I am Batman, I have just get my utility belt. I mean, if you do that, you're going to turn into Aunt Betty and, what do you call it? Goody Goo Goo. Goody Goo Goo, right? Which was Eddie Murphy. Goody Goo Goo. Goody Goo Goo. Come and give Aunt Bunny a kiss. With a big old mustache. Come and give Aunt Bunny a kiss. So, no. Like, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. What on earth am I hearing, man? Like, kiss? Makeup? Kiss? Like, clown? Fake? Masks? I mean, Mark? A mask? Jason mask? Careful of a goddamn psychopath. I mean, you know, narcissists can go one step further and beyond. You know, you do realise that a psychopath is an extreme narcissist and gaslighter. You do realise that people that suffer from fucking control, they are like psychos. Not saying that all narcs and gaslighters are psychos that would take it to the step further of killing somebody, but I mean, if someone's drinking and driving and doing all of this kind of shit, then man, y'all gotta be careful. Because I told you it was around a Cancerian reading for your yearly messages around someone cutting corners, hospital corners, or cutting corners, or trying to corner the market. And you had Hitler and the world and God knows what else in your reading. Leo, Libra, the world, 9 of Wands, raising awareness week around cornering the market. I'm fucking doing it online in order to corner something, or I don't know. It's up to you guys what this is, but it's spreading. But why is it that it always comes up in a Libra reading? That's what I'm saying. Why is these messages that always seem to persist to come out the same around Libra? Why do you always get this like spreading rumours and lies around the internet? Or like a room. Like, I haven't got room. Like, oh, I can't breathe, I ain't got room, fuck off, all these children. Like, I mean, what, you the 7 dwarfs? You know, like, get off, can't handle it all. Like, it's like, it's all out of control. Well, you know, if you got 7 children, 7 wives, you was probably married to the king of something, right? So, you know, yeah, that's the hand that you were dealt, right? So is this all about child maintenance and welfare? And that you, I mean, some people that work for companies, I'm not saying if you've got kids it's a bad thing. Trust me, not. No, of course not. No, not like that. I'm just saying that, you know, some people, they work for companies and they can't work because they've got kids, right? And they want to work, but they can't, right? So in Britain, you can claim off the government and you get quite a lot of money, right? So some people, they can have a part-time job where they're kids and then they have to go off to school and they have to put them into school. And then they can have a part-time job, and that kind of satisfies those sort of people. It's part-time. It's part-time labour. It's part-time job, right? So, because you've kind of got those energies here, where people that are really struggling and so on and so forth, and you can, like, you know, if you've got kids here, you can, I mean, unless you work for places like this where you deal with, like, patients and things, but, like, you know, here you can get like money from the government and they'll help support you whilst you can go and get also a part-time job. They'll kind of deduct what you get from your part-time job to get you out of the house and to earn a bit of extra money, and they won't tax you on that because it'll be a lower income of untaxable money, okay? And then you can claim off the government for your child support, maintenance, food, house support, so on and so forth, and you can do all that and also have a job, right? And they try to get you into society, at least that you're doing something, right? To provide for the government and just keep things ticking over. You know, our government, I feel, is quite reasonable in those manners of what you know what you can get. I've never had help from the government, but I know that they are there, right? So you know, when you're parents and you've got kids, I don't know about your country, but our country do provide a good service of money for people. But that's why we ended up fucking having quite a few more laws in place, because we had a lot of people that come to this country but were abusing the system. They were abusing the system, right? Physically abusing the system. Not everybody from other countries, but they were physically abusing the system, right? So it kind of, it turned us from a very giving and caring and welcoming country into more of a, like, because of the EU and all that crap, right, here. It's none of my business. I don't give a shit. Me, I get on with all kinds of people. Me, I like different people. I do. I like people from different countries. I like people. I like meeting new people. You know, you get fed up with the same boring people. Probably you're the same, ain't you? I'd rather meet someone new, right? Great fresh energy, someone new from another country or something. You know, it's exciting, man. You know, whatever it is in your life, you just need a bit of excitement. I feel, right? You just need to find something, Libra, unless you're just completely playing the system yourselves. You know, fuck, I've got one on each arm. I mean, you know, it's up to you. But what have you got? Getting people to do their bidding. That was one message. Like bidding.com or whatever it was, or Biddy, or Birdie. There's a song there, right? Birdie. Jan, that's probably you. Sorry, Jan. I know you're called Jan, but there was another person also that I know, Jan. If you're a lot spying, that's not that Jan that y'all might go back and tell. Perhaps not. Jan, the one that follows my... y'all know what I'm saying, right, Jan? Yeah, it gets strange when you channel messages and you say names that you know that it relates to that may not or may be watching and you don't really know. And then you say it and you think, well, that's my name. That's just me associating with names. It's just my process, Libra, don't worry about it. But yeah, getting to people to do my bidding. Spreading your legs. Well, that one's not so bad, right? I mean, what's up with that one? Spreading your legs? It depends where you're spreading them. But again, through that, it came more up around the energy of like spreading rumours and spreading lies. Okay, so I don't know what that is that's being spread. Because it could be anything with these mixed up love songs, mixed up emotions, mixed up feelings, putting things into a blender. I mean, what is this around a Pisces as well? Because I'm sure they had food and shit that was all being put into a blender. Alright, let's mix your emotions up. Someone's got mixed emotions about it. I don't know what for. I mean, have you told your partner? Have you told this person I've got mixed emotions? I mean, you know, don't get your emotions mixed up. Tell the person you've got mixed emotions about it, at least. Because I'm hearing that someone, I don't know, they have a connection with someone, but they're not speaking. I mean, why do people do that? Libras, why do you do that as well? Why is it that you, I don't know, do you? I mean, I don't know, that happened to me with a Libra, but like hide your emotions? Why do people do that? I don't know, you must have a lot of fixed, I don't know, I'm a Scorpio, rising, and I don't hide my emotions. I blurt them out. Let them out, show them, show your hand. But, I don't know, I suppose it's people within their charts, which is, I can't go back on my word. You only act accordingly to your contract, I'll just read it. You only act according to what's meant for you, your destiny, which is your astrology, which is everything that's placed within it. You are who you are, you can't change that, right? Unless you think you're a Scorpio and you can transform from a car to a fucking plane, and then you're more delusional than you think. Because when you have control of change, you're dealing with a person that can control your emotions. When you stop them controlling your emotions, they control exterior energies of your life. So they can control cars, planes, money, businesses, contracts, I don't know, cooking, shopping, They can do a load of things for you and then physically take it all away in order to make you learn. And then when you realise, what am I going to do about that? Oh, that's great. I've started to become very self-sufficient. And then when you do, the person then starts to implant it back, say, oh, it's okay, I'll do it all for you. And you're like, no, it's okay, I've got it, I'll know what I'm doing. No, it's okay, I'll take over. You can go through control like that. You have to be very careful around people taking over. Okay? Especially if you've got a high ego level and you're like, man, these people are taking over me and we've got to do more in order to get very desperate because we want more to corner everything. And we're prepared to do anything it is in order to beat everybody. Because if you're in competition, you've got more to lose, right? That's why I always stick up with the underdog. If you've got bigger ego and you've got bigger everything else, you've got so much more to lose than the people that really don't give a shit. That's why I stick up for the council lot. But that's why I stick up for the underdogs, because they have less to lose. They're more real, That's why I love when I watch a film or something. I like films that are real. I like fucking fake and stuff like that and supernatural stuff, but You know, I like all the fly on the wall stuff. I don't watch television anymore, but if I did, I would kind of like a film that was showing me the realness of life. You know, documentaries, stuff like that, you know, that show you the real stuff that goes on, not this fake bollocks, right? So, you know, you've kind of got these people that are always got so much, trust me, they stress out much more than the people that really don't have a lot to lose, you know, because they're quite comfortable thinking, bruv, I'm as comfortable as a pig in shit. So y'all up there stress and worry and fight and scream and go over whatever it is that you want in order to get everything. And then one day, you'll probably lose it all, you know. Because you never know what the universe is going to do. Life is like a box of chocolates. You've got no idea what you're going to get, Libra. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like this surprise of like, you've got no idea what you're going to get, you know. So, I don't know what that means. I seriously don't. But they are your Chinese whispers. Anything else, she equals it's her, it's him, no it's her, it's him. Some of you are going through the third party energy and like, no it's that bitch. Yeah, it's the mother, yeah it's the father, yeah it's the other woman that's got my twin flame. I mean, come on, calm your tits, bruv. I mean, really, come back to reality. Snap, there goes reality, right? And you got to come back down to reality. Stop blaming people, right? Stop shouting and screaming and shedding blame and saying, listen, it's you. No, it's called your contract. It's your karma that's making you go mental, right? That's what that is, right? So stop blaming people, because it don't get you nowhere. Trust me, it don't. You're supposed to be leaving. That's why you're shouting and screaming. If you're shouting and screaming at people, that's because you're supposed to be leaving, right? Do people physically get that or not? When you shout and scream and rant and rave and go crazy, it's because you're engaged with your karma. So what do you do to get out of it? Naturally get the fuck out of it, right? Stop shouting, stop screaming, stop ranting, stop raving, stop complaining. Just leave, you know, just leave. If it's that bad, then leave it, right? Leave it alone. Turn into Michael Jackson. Just leave me alone, right? Stop picking on people. But, no, I thought it was 11:11. Wow, we've gone past an hour, Libra. Wow, sorry guys. You know, I'm a Pisces. I'll take you to school, bruv. That's why. You know, Aquarius, third house, teacher. Pisces, sun sign, 3, teacher. Right? Yeah. The 12th step. Right. So, karmically, y'all in this bind. Y'all want to know how to get out of it naturally. Y'all don't need no fucking bollocks voodoo magic crap. Right? You just need to stop engaging with your karma. You need to get divorced. You need to stop getting fucking married. You need to stop popping children out, for God's sake. You know, stop claiming. Just like, stop having kids. Stop getting married, everybody. Right? Just date people. Get a bit of fun in your life. Right? If you've got kids and children, then I'm sorry, but that's your contract. Right? Stop complaining about it. Right? If you are, I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit harsh there. But, you know what I'm saying? The people that are around you, if you're shouting and screaming and ranting and raving and going lunatic off your nut, then leave. You know, don't run, walk. Like Foo Fighters, right? Don't run, walk. You don't run from an attacking lion, cat that's lying, right? You don't run from a lion, it'll chase you. Then you go 7, right? Cancerian Leo. And I said it in another one. Cancerian lying, Cancerian Leo. Maybe, don't know. Right? You don't run, you walk away. Right, amicably, with your head held high. I've got better things to do, I'm walking away. Don't go back. You know, don't go back to fight more. You know, leave. Leave it. Let fresh energy start to happen. If you have to take a loss in anything, right? If you have to take a loss in anything, then accept that you've lost. Right? Start a new beginning. Start a fresh life. Because the more that you think that you haven't lost, the more that you're going to fight this person for a long time losing. That's why karma is saying to you, listen, you're not supposed to be winning. Even though you think that you're supposed to win, you're not. That's why you're still fighting the person, say at court, or over money, or over kids, or over children, or over house, over support, over child maintenance, over sport, whatever it is. If you've constantly been losing for God knows how long, it's because you're not getting it. It's because you're supposed to take a loss, right? You're supposed to have paid this back to a person. That's why you fucking hate them. That's your karma, right? You're supposed to have paid that back to a person, but you don't understand the reason why you hate it that much. It's because it's past life stuff, right? It's contracts that you made within this life. House, mortgage, home, children, things that you decided to do and have, right? So the only way that you can get out of that is social services, things like this. If you've been fighting courts for God knows how long and you don't want to let go of something, but you realise that it's really not working out, it's affecting other people more, and you're all involved, where you're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave, right? You're supposed to stop fighting, keep going back for more, because that puts you in a controlling environment of an energy that you'll come up against codependency. Because then someone will see you as someone that's trying to control them. You see, everybody is controlling. Everybody is controlling. That's why you fight people, right? So fight or flight, anxiety, panic attacks, can't cope, can't sleep, can't bear it, right? Really? It's a seminar. I'm going to charge you £180 for this. No. Right? So you're being schooled, you're being taught, you're going to court, you're arguing, you're lying, you're cheating, you're trying to get your way out of it, or you're fighting with them because they're lying, you don't want to drop it, you're fucking sick to death of it, but there's nothing that you can do about it. You keep waiting, you keep going on about the same thing over and over and over again. You know, people, I'm sorry, and I love to hear from people, but trust me, do I hear the same people going on about the same bollocks for years? You know, so I'm saying, well, I'm not saying it's bollocks, it's your karma. But the only way that you ever get out of that is by dropping it. Is by letting it all go. Start over a fresh life. How many years have you wasted going through this same thing? Right, ask yourself that. How long have you been going through this same thing? Right? Because you've got drug addiction, you've got prostitution, you've got marriages, you've got divorces, you've got children, you've got bad company, you've got bad policy, you've got people that have got everything compared to people that haven't. Right? It's your choice, Libra. It's all there right in the palm of your hands. You just got to take a new start. You got to start something differently because it don't seem to be working for a lot of you. All right, and that's down to you. You know, it's down to nobody else but yourselves to make that final decision to say, you know what, I'll do it my own way, bruv. Okay, so 7 signing out. So if you want your tarot reading, this isn't going to be for a February tarot reading. We're just going to see the current errand. Karen, the name Karen or Karen. But KKK. Oh, no, don't say that one, Stephen. Anyway, if you want your reading, it won't be February tarot reading. It'll just be current energy, and it'll be your contract. And it'll be here for you, there for them, and then what to do and what not to do, or what does your partner want you to do, and stuff like that. Whatever messages they are, I can't tell you because I haven't done it, right? But it's those kind of things. And it's a bonus that people get leading up to February tarot reading that will be coming out after these ones. When these are done, I'll start doing the monthly tarot readings and put them out for people, okay? But if you want monthlies, yearlies, bi-weeklies, God knows what else, it's on the full access bundle where this one will be. Full access bundle, okay? In order to join, because some people are asking, you physically have to realise that Patron is its own website. And when you're on there, flick through the first beginning page and find where it says full access bundle. And then press buy, right? And then whatever that says after that, I have got no idea. I'm sorry, because I've never joined Patron. So I just run it and I have access to it all the time, so I don't have to join. But you just click on it and just read through it, or look on Google or on YouTube how to join Patron. If it gets that difficult, find out, you know. And somebody, man, the crazy person, sorry, keeps asking me, can I have a personal reading? What's your email? And I keep telling everybody, it's in the link provided below, bruv. And I've actually even replied to you twice with my email of what that is to send, and you still haven't, but you still ask it. Stop running around like this, you know. Watch, listen, calm the hell down, right? And realise, okay, I've asked a question and it's probably already been answered, right? So, you know, check, look, right? You've probably got to look at your email or something. That might even be me. Check your email. Have a look at your email. You might have even got something you missed. I don't know. But anyway, it's there. It's there. But if you want your readings, anything, show more section. Click on it. A little arrow. Opens it all up. It's all there. Have a look. See what there is. It might say email. First one says Patron. If you want to join, click on it. Join. That's where you'll find this reading. Full access bundle. Okay. Okay, Libra. Thanks very much. I really do appreciate it. And I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon.